I think we are live. Good morning, world. How is it going? Let's see if we can get this feed out to everyone and anyone. Gonna have to work some magic now. Here we are. Blink. New email. New email. New viewer. Want to make sure I mute this right here. Boom. Perfect. So let's share this link out. All right, so that's one. You gotta go to the Google Classrooms and post those links. Oh my goodness. Anybody who joins the stream within the first 4 seconds of a post being made is in for a very interesting setup here. Facebook can go away. Gotta get that stream up on the website. Get that published. Like I said, the first couple of minutes here are a little bit hectic. I deleted all of the overlays to the stream before this came on and started, and I was ready to rock and roll. 1 second. Ready to go prior to pressing the go button, the broadcast button, and then my screen went away. It wasn't the way I wanted it to be. So the startup here is a little bit stranger than normal. All right, we look good on all fronts except our Google Classrooms. Except our Google Classrooms. We're live there. I can close that. Computer sounds like it's about to explode. Notifications coming in fast and furious. Oh, wow. The good thing is there's 0 people watching right now, so any type of screw up that I run into won't be a big deal. Boom. It should all come running now, right? So many notifications. Boom, 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 boom. All right, so I think we can get rid of that. I think we're here live. I think everything is the way at least it needs to be right now. We'll see in the next couple of minutes how many people check in. Slow that ticker down a little bit there. I am your host, Mr. Pappas. Actually, I'm not really a host. I'm just a visual arts, fine arts, digital arts teacher who is trying to make the best of this really, really awkward transition right now that we have to distance learning and trying to communicate with my students at home, see how they're doing, check in with everybody, be here to answer questions and things like that. Hey Riley, how's it going? Good to see you. So I do this every Friday from 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock. And the purpose is just to see how everything's going. Make sure that, I'm not needed. And even if I am needed, be there for an hour just to say, hey, what's up? Answer questions about some of the in-class work that we're working on through our classes, and then obviously connect to the students and things like that. It's a learning process, and obviously I'm not a professional streamer by any means. I understand the business and I understand how things go, but I want to make sure too that as I'm doing this, I'm learning everything that I need to be learning. So the transition from being live in the classroom to being out there. Hey Jake, how's it going? Is a little bit of a new one for me at least. We'll work through it. There's some buttons that I wish I would have known about that could have been saved, but hey, what are you gonna do here? So here we are. I guess our third week or I'm sorry, we're ending the second week, but we're entering into the third week, and as you can see, the ticker across the bottom of the screen right there, introducing brand new assignments. I'm going to be here for the hour to explain those things probably a little bit later on. I know there's some questions that have come through, both the email, the Google Classroom links about links not working or not being able to view some of the documents that have been posting up there. And I went and I double checked everything. I mean, as of right now, it's all working. The only concern is I still have been getting some links, and I'm not really 100% sure. I'm sorry, some messages, not links, but some messages explaining that people can't open or convert things, which I'm not really clear as to what they're meaning. And it is a little bit of a process to do the whole communication through messaging and things like that. So if there are issues that pop up and arise with the attachments to any assignment, this is the best time to throw it out there. Unfortunately, one of the issues that we are running to, or I'm running into, is with a fairly, I don't want to call it low because it's not a low number, but it's not as many as I'm used to seeing people participate in the assignments. I really don't know what types of things are broken or not working, unfortunately, sometimes until it's too late. And that was the case for this last week. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to figure some of these out until like 2 or 3 days ago. And at that point in time, everybody was frantically trying to figure out what was going on and how they were going to get the work turned in. But we're here now, 10 minutes in, and things seem to be going a little bit better. This episode today, I wanted to also talk to anybody who's present about things that they might want to see added for next year. And even if some of you guys are seniors and you're not going to be here next year, I'd love to get feedback from you guys as to what you would think or what you would like to see from a course, or what you thought the course was supposed to be. Basically, I'm always open to criticism, but I'd like to hear from you guys as to if there was other things that you would have looked like to expect in any of the classes, be it intro to art or their digital multimedia class, whatever it might be. I'm always open to that. Let me adjust my cam here. Get the get the DSLR out of the way. Well, that doesn't really help all that much. Who cares? This is a grassroots, right? So I'm going to kind of address that a little bit in today's hour. Obviously, talk to you guys about a little bit about things that have been happening around this house. We've definitely taken a full jump into the gaming realm. We're there, and it's surprisingly a lot better experience than I thought. I was very apprehensive at getting into it, a little bit nervous, but my son and I are both loving it. Actually, my wife has jumped on board a little bit too, and it's kind of cool. The nice weather too lends itself to being able to put down the device and go outside for a little bit, and then come back and hang out. So that's been nice. Um, we celebrated a birthday Wednesday. My son turned 7 years old, which was cool. And we didn't skip a beat. It was a really special day. We got a lot of things done. And I've been, trying to diligently still keep up, not only on my tech stuff, but on drawing things here at home. All of this stuff is new for everybody, and constantly we're being bombarded with how different things are. I've been kind of, I guess, in a personal struggle because I see a whole bunch of advertisements or social media posts about how this is a great time to try new things and get a brand new hobby or whatever. And I watch these videos or commercials where people are just exploring all these wonderful things, and I'm thinking to myself, when do you have time to do that? I mean, we're 12, 15, 18, 20 hours nonstop from waking up to going to sleep. And I think we might even have it really easy. I can't imagine what single parents, both parents having to go report to workplaces and things like that. So it's definitely been a bit of I don't want to say struggle. That might not be the right word, but it's been just really strange and awkward, and things that I haven't really figured out and processed just yet. Um, I'm always open to hearing from you guys. I've had a couple people send me video, uh, I guess, diaries, and it seems like everything's going good. Of course, the big thing is we're super, super bored, and that's to be expected. So, I'd love to hear what you guys are doing to fulfill, the boredness, things that you guys are looking into, things that are keeping you guys interested or busy. Just drop a line in the comments, or send something out there. I'd love to hear from you guys. So I'm going to kind of just sit here for a while, keep an eye on the chat, move some things around, I guess, and then go from there. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, holler them out in the chat, and I can hit you guys up, or try to answer it as best as possible. Meanwhile, I'll also provide without coffee here, so this broadcast could be a little strange, but we'll make it work. The stream that is completely silent. Oh, that's me. That's funny. Um, to those of you guys watching right now, I'm interested. What types of things have in regards? Oh, here we go. So you've been out of the loop sort of with everything about the seniors and work. How do the seniors have to do work? Let me see if I can change this here. Let's get some. Is that a little bit better? Yeah, that's way better. Awesome. So seniors, how do I address this? If you're a senior watching this broadcast, Riley, to answer your question, everybody's been choosing their words extremely carefully here. And there's obviously reasons for this. My understanding in regards to what seniors are responsible for this time comes with an understanding of where you're at as a senior. And I'm going to use two kind of classifications here, maybe even three, depending on how I explain the situations. But basically, as a senior, as a 12th grader throughout all schools, I mean, mainly our school district, but I've seen this repeated in other school districts as well. If you were on track for graduation, meaning if you had enough credits, if your grades show that you were going to get credit in the current classes that you were enrolled in, you were okay. You are okay. You are going to be scheduled for graduation, and you really don't have to worry about anything. And that kind of that classification kind of covers, I would argue, like 98, 99% of seniors throughout the state. Probably, even our county and our building, most seniors were on track to graduate. They had their credits, and the classes that they were taking, they were passing those classes with grades that would give them credit to move on. The other classification comes with seniors, and this actually applies to even underclassmen that were on track to graduate, but they were in classes that they needed credit from, and their grade wasn't passing. So their grade wasn't high enough to guarantee them credit in the class. They and all underclassmen are still responsible for the course work, that is submitting the classwork, and doing it within the standards of what it needs to be done with. As teachers, our job is obviously, we have weekly office hours where we can come and explain those things. And if you guys need extra help on something, we're available to help teach on that. And then for you guys, you have the 8 weeks or week assignments, or however the individual teachers are approaching those, to work on the course curriculum. I don't know if that directly, I mean, that's probably a very long encompassed answer here, Riley, for your question. But basically, the idea is most seniors are okay. I think a lot of people are trying to very carefully shy away from the word exempt, because even though I've heard lots of people float it around, and I myself have kind of used it from time to time, that doesn't necessarily mean every senior. There are some people that are out there that can't be exempt because of their situation, and they might have to check in and complete some coursework. So, um, and with underclassmen too, I mean, a lot of people have said, well, what do I need to do? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I think the best thing that I can recommend, not only for my class but for every student out there, is to at least make an attempt to check in with your instructors, with your teachers, and double check with them as to any coursework that is out there, or any responsibilities that they might need to deliver on. Every teacher is going to be a little bit different. I've gotten into communication or contact with a variety of students prior to even making this stream, and yeah, I've communicated with them that there's things that they need to be focused on, things that they don't need to be focused on. It's interesting. I've gotten a few emails here and there where students have completely come out of nowhere and said, "Hey, look, I don't know what's going on, or I didn't know. Can you give me the code for our Google Classroom?" And I've been kind of scratching my head, going, we've been out of school for about a month now. How have you been communicating with teachers outside of just you and I? And I'm not really looking to get into an argument or any type of confrontation, but I think that come middle of May, when some of this stuff is starting to wind down, there's going to be a lot of people who haven't checked in that might have some rude awakenings coming in. So I don't know, Riley, I hope that answers your question. Give me a thumbs up or a smiley face or something like that in the chat. So yeah, I hope that answers questions that you might have there. Just going through, I'll tell you, I had these conversations. My wife's a teacher too, and I've had these conversations with her about setting up routines and things like that. And when we were in school, I had a really good work routine. I had a system kind of set up where I was checking in the grade and checking into prep and checking into to teach and things like that. And now that we're at home, I'm finding that it's a little bit more difficult. I get notifications at all times of the day. 3 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the evening or early evening. And I myself am having a really hard time saying, okay, well, I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later. And I don't want to miss anybody's things, and I don't want to accidentally skip over someone's assignment or someone's question and have it go an extra day, and now all of a sudden they can't do it. And I don't think it's that crazy or anything. But I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything in my power to be able to communicate with you guys. So I've run into issues with that. Riley, I'm glad that answered your question. So cool. So we'll move this stuff around, do a little bit of that, do a little bit of this. Check in on different avenues here, see what's what. So it looks like we're plugging along pretty good. I don't know. I get a little concerned from time to time because I don't have that much. What's the word? I don't have that much communication outside of what we do here on Fridays and random emails. And I want to do, like I said, I want to do what's right. I want to make sure that I'm hitting it up and giving you guys all the help that you can get. But I'm also losing track of all the different avenues in which I can communicate. Got Twitter accounts, YouTube accounts, my WordPress site. It's crazy. So. So the files don't let you open them in Form 2 or Week 2. In Week 2. Yeah, so I've gotten a few concerns about files opening, and this was a little bit alarming to me because I want to make sure that I didn't screw something up on my end. So I went back and I looked at the assignments. I looked at all the assignments. I took down those attachments and then I put those attachments back up. Now I'm seeing, at least when I go on my mobile phone or on my iPad, when I'm using a mobile device, I am seeing a little error message at the bottom of a preview of the document. But anytime I use an actual computer or a desktop machine, I'm not looking, I don't see any of those issues. So, one of my questions that I've been asking people who have been having problems with any of the forms is how are you going about opening those up? And what are your expectations in regards to trying to open up those files? Every file that I've been placing on Google Classroom is a PDF file, a Photoshop document file. Photoshop document files can't really be edited, so you can't open it like a regular Word file. And I do that for a specific reason, so that the master document, the ditto or the worksheet can't be changed or edited around. So, you might be running in, people I think are running into issues trying to open that file up and try to type on it and edit it because it's not the type of file that it is. But again, some of the correspondence that I've had with students trying to open it up has been fairly vague. People are saying converting and things like that, and I'm not really sure what's going on. And of course, I'm expecting that there's a bit of a learning curve here. But if you can be as descriptive as possible, or take photographs, or do whatever you can to communicate exactly what's going on, I can try to get to a better solution. Simply saying I can't open the files, not that is anybody here in the stream right now, but simply saying I can't open the files, I don't know how to fix that. It's a fairly vague problem. So, just all I can say is I've gone through and triple checked every file. I have noticed that trying to open on mobile devices is a little bit harder. And I think that's mainly because mobile devices aren't really, it's not really the way that Google Classroom was supposed to work, even though there is support for it. I don't think it's optimized. I don't think it's perfected just yet. Um, but if you're on a desktop or a laptop, those things should be working a-okay, as long as all you're trying to do is open and view it, or just look at it. So yeah, Jake, throw me out a line if anything doesn't work for week 3 coming up, and I'll try to reach out to you and see if there's any issues. Video games. What video games have we been playing? All right. Well, Riley, you actually helped recommend the Nintendo Switch before Christmas, before the holiday time, and I was really apprehensive. Anybody who's out there who's watching this right now, or anybody who's going to be watching this later on, knows that I'm not a huge gamer. I can get into it. I've gotten into it in the past, but I just haven't. It's not been something that has been super sustainable to me. Mainly, I think because I have just this low attention span. I check in for a little bit, and then I check out, and then I check in, and I check out. I just can't commit to playing a game for hours upon time. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I have a hard time personally myself doing that. So the Nintendo Switch was something, as my son's getting a little bit older, asking questions about some of the games and things like that, that I've asked people who have them. Riley, I know we've played it a million times in class and stuff like that. And we started out, I'm getting tons of notifications here, I'm sorry. We started out with the really simple ones. We jumped into Mario Odyssey, which my son and I, mainly him, ended up beating maybe around January, end of January, and he was really excited for that. I helped him play some of the bad guys and stuff like that. Really, what we've been sticking to up until this week was a lot of the downloadable content. I call them throwaway games, the games that you can download and kind of you can download and play through them, but if you don't like them, you can delete them, and there's no problem or anything like that. I like the Nintendo Switch gameplays because you accrue credits as you buy stuff. and that allows you to kind of get some free downloads and things like that. So we've been playing a few throwaway games from independent studios and stuff like that. And then one week we got really, really bored at home and we needed some sort of two-player platform game. And my son had, when we weren't in lockdown, every time we would go out to like a big box store, he would sit in front of the Switch and play Mario Tennis Aces. So we went out and we purchased that. We did digital downloaded Mario Tennis, and that's been really, really fun. The gameplay is really repetitive, though. I mean, you're basically playing tennis, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And there, I do believe that there's some challenges that are just they're so hard that and that's they're hard based on design. They want to have you come back and try to play the game. But it has been a nice little game that even my 2-year-old daughter, because there's the motion control in there, she can kind of get into it and play. It doesn't really last very long, but at least for the family, we can kind of get in there and bop around and have some fun that way. For my son's birthday, though, he was able to get Mario Maker 2 and Sonic Forces. In both of these games, I did a little bit of looking into and checked them out. And they're awesome games. I don't want to call them free open world games. Again, I'm not a huge gamer, so I don't. I feel like I'm going to get all this commentary about how I miscalculated or misrepresented the games. But my son loves the idea of just being able to freely roam around and also customize his characters or customize the boards that he's working on. So Mario Maker was almost a no-brainer. We watched a couple streamers play through the game. There's a couple people that he really likes, and it was actually fun. I found myself sitting down in front of the TV and watching these people give commentary on things, and it definitely has opened my mind to it. And then Sonic Forces, because he's fell in love with the Sonic movie that debuted in February, came out in February. That was just a nice little kind of kickback. And in the game itself, there is a customizable feature where you can come up with your own character. So he's been jumping into that. Now, on a side note, a couple weeks ago, people that were involved in the chat had invited me into the Minecraft realm. Let me see if I can get that up and working here. And Minecraft, for the longest time, had been something that I had always had, I think, a bit of an issue with. I don't know if I was just really aware of things inside of Minecraft. But I started playing through it, and a couple people had, oh, hey, yeah, you want to come in? Yeah, a couple people had my son just jumped in. You want to say hi to everybody? Hi. And we have been jumping around in Minecraft now for a long time. Hold on, I gotta change chairs here. Change chairs. Yeah. No, don't get in my chair. You're stealing my chair. Here, you sit in this chair.
I thought you said like change chairs. Like.
Well, no, I had to push this one down. So yeah, we've been playing. They just were asking about what types of games we've been playing, and I explained to them. We did the Mario Tennis thing, which was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, and Sonic Forces.
Sonic Forces and Mario Maker for your birthday. That was kind of neat. Yeah. So, and I'm gonna move you into the camera here. So, yeah, in regards to the realms, so somebody invited us into a realm, and then I'm not really sure what happened. I'll show you here. Let me switch over some content. Yeah. So someone showed us or got us in, and then let me see if I can get rid of some of these real quick. Sorry. Earlier. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So earlier, somebody invited us into a realm, and I had been kind of bopping around in it. And then, oh geez. Now these black things, I really don't understand what they do other than kill me. So I'm going to get out of here.
I'm just going to stay in my house.
But yeah, the Minecraft scene has been wow. I am stuck. See, like I said, I'm a complete novice when it comes to this stuff. I feel like I'm gonna get eaten by that black thing. But it's been fun, kind of just sitting down and bopping through it, playing around. I mean, I get the whole idea.
Oh, I just saw the black thing.
You saw the black thing? Did it pop up on yours?
No, yeah, it was under like a tree. I just saw its legs.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we've been hanging out here, doing the Minecraft stuff. If anybody has any tips and tricks and can help us out and kind of just give us a little bit of insight as to what to do, I'm totally in for it. I mean, um, novice is the best way that I can explain myself, but I don't even think novice is a fair way. I mean, I'm very casual and not really good
Got the building.
at it. So
See what I can build.
I do love going after the sheep.
Oh yeah, that helps you make beds.
Yeah, sheep for some reason.
Yeah. All the sheep.
It's all in the sheep, right?
That's the sheep.
Oh, that guy's gonna explode.
Oh no.
Oh, I still have audio playing. That's hilarious. I have audio playing from one screen. There you go.
I'm going out. You guys didn't need to go out.
Dare you to go out.
Creeper. I hate the creepers. First time I ever played this, there was a spider that was attacking my house, and I did not like it. I just ran away.
Yeah.
Remember that day in the morning?
So we've been talking about things, and one of the things that has been very, very confusing to us. I'm gonna pause this right now because it's distracting as I move around. One of the things that's been very, very confusing is not confusing. Let me rephrase it. It's not been confusing. It's been anxiety ridden. Was like out of nowhere these zombies will just pop out, and we have like screamed sometimes like, oh my gosh, and I'm like, come on, I'll tell them like, come on, just relax, it's not a big deal, it's a video game. And then all of a sudden I turn around and there's one like right in my face and it's killing me, and I'm like, all I have is a stick and a piece of paper or something, what the heck. And like a dummy, I'll actually try to take on like the skeletons. I can't stand the skeletons.
I hate those.
Oh geez, and I still try to fight them non-stop. I try to fight them. What are they called? Endermens, Jake? Don't look at them. The Endermens. Yeah, I don't, like I said, they freak me out. I'm not really certain as to what they are. All I know is they bump around and they jump around. Don't look at the black thing or hit it, and you won't die. That makes sense, Riley. Unfortunately, I egg it on. I go right into it, and I shouldn't. Do they steal things? Because they're always carrying stuff.
Yeah, they steal things. Like once you die, they steal like your treasure chest. And like your food and all that stuff.
It frustrates me because I feel as though.
That's why I stay in my house.
Yeah, I feel as though.
How do you get up here?
Like something. What's attacking me right now?
It's one of those bow and arrow guys.
Where are they? I don't see them. Help!
Don't.
I mean, I see those guys over there.
Those must be.
I have no idea. I mean, everything here just exploded because that little goofball looking thing.
Yeah, I don't really care about those guys.
You just got to get away from them.
Yeah. How do you go onto your student's place?
Well, I'll invite you in a second. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so he's been asking to get invited to the realm, but we only have one Xbox Live account. So it's kind of frustrating because I want to make sure that I understand the game first.
And I just wish I could make stuff, but I don't want to go out there and just.
Yeah, you got a lot of anxiety because you're afraid that you know the creepers are gonna come get you.
Yeah.
Oh, there they are. They're all hanging out.
What?
They're all hanging out over there. Like, hey, let's go mess with this guy. And then you got the spiders and what? Oh, yep, he saw me. Or did he?
Yep, he did.
I am having a really hard time, like, locating things in my world. I feel like I'm just constantly not locating the right things. And I feel like there's an easier way.
What was that? Oh, that was the water.
That was the water, yeah. Don't get creeped out about the water.
I thought like a creeper.
Come here. Egging them on now. I know it's mixed.
Probably the torches in the night set them on fire.
Yeah.
Remember that? When they got caught on fire and we were like,
I do that.
How the heck did they get caught on fire?
It was the best.
Yeah, like we were like, hooray!
On fire.
Here's the thing I don't understand.
Bouncing. What don't you understand? Maybe someone can help you.
Like I don't have this brown stuff.
Yeah.
See this brown stuff?
Yeah.
Grass and
I think it's dirt.
Yeah, the dirt and the grass. I don't have that in my treasure box.
Why do you want that in your treasure box?
So I can dig it.
Oh, I don't think you want to do that.
Why?
Like, I love getting these guys.
Yeah, those are. Wait, what are those? Oh yeah.
Get a little bit of wool, some meat.
Wait.
Got some leather here.
Oh my gosh! Why? Why would I ever put that there? What?
Well, I don't think you can do that.
That would be so funny.
It's a little weird.
I'm gonna break this torch. No.
So are there things, guys, those of you guys that are here in the chat, I mean, are there things that, you obviously are watching that you're like, what is he doing? I would love to hear feedback, because...
Don't fall down there.
I won't fall down there. I am, like I said, extremely naive and a big novice when it comes to this stuff.
I just saw a spider.
So you saw a spider?
On that screen.
Oh. Well, that screen is this screen.
Yeah.
It's the magic of it all, right?
Yeah, like that's connected to that, but it doesn't have light.
Yeah.
So I wonder
ducks.
How you get to. Oh, you can select your character. What is this? What is it? Oh, make your own character.
Yeah, you can customize it a little bit. Come here, duck.
What customize it?
You like the ducks don't give me much. Or anything. I got a feather, yay.
What?
Don't use your sword.
What the heck is that?
Why don't I use this? Well, what do I use on the trees?
What is that? What? I want a boy, but that looks like a girl. No.
What are you doing?
Trying to customize. Like I'm press right here and then I want a boy and then turn into a boy.
You must hold on, what did you do? Yeah, go back, because you selected the girl.
Oh.
Come on, man. Oh.
Oh, you can turn it around.
Axes. So I use axes.
Okay, here we go.
But axes seem like they don't
do anything?
Yeah.
Whoa, what the heck is that? Yeah, do you like that at all? I like it like...
Shout out to Rob. Shout out to Rob.
To Rob.
Rob from my hockey team.
Oh. Whoa, that hair looks terrible. I do not like that hair. That's like my hockey hair.
Kind of, yeah, we're all getting hockey hair. So...
Whoa, that's like the girls.
So, axes. Axes is what I should do, right? So,
yeah. What the heck? Why would you ever do that? Let's see. Make them bald? No. Heck no. Oh, this looks like Uncle Dave's hair.
Yeah.
No, this hair.
I'm sure your uncle would be happy to hear you say that.
Oh, no.
Alright, so... Well, the other thing I noticed here... Hey, I do have an axe. Fancy that.
Whoa! Dad, that looks so
that does look pretty creepy, man. Axes.
One eye? You serious?
One eye.
That they had one eye.
Riley, you're telling me axes are the way to go.
That looks definitely creepy.
Oh, it does.
Wait, is this a mouth? Oh, for the coronavirus.
You think that's what that is?
No, the face mask.
Hey, well, you know, the axe does work to tear these guys down a little bit faster. It's awesome, but apparently I am carrying too much crap.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a whole bunch of dirt.
Oh, a Mustang.
Which is all over the place, right?
Oh yeah, I like that. What is this? Oh yeah.
So, yeah. Axes on trees, pickaxes on anything underground, hoes for farming, shovels and sand on sand and dirt, and swords for fighting. Got it. Yeah, well, that makes tons of sense.
Do you think I should have a robot arm?
Do you need a robot arm?
Like a robot arm? Like if you don't have a robot arm? Like if you don't have an arm, if you're not born with an arm.
Sure, go for it. Go for it.
Or maybe you should have no arms. Never works. 2 robot arms? Let's go make my guy one.
Alright, so apparently I just need to be doing this business a little bit better. Duck, get out of the way. I gave you a second. So Riley, I've got a question for you. You referenced, certain weapons on certain things here. Do they work faster? It seems like they do, and this is a dumb question, I know, but it seems like the axe works faster at chopping down trees. This is probably a dumb question, but I don't know the answer. Like I said, the patience that I don't have for looking up stuff like this. I mean, I know there's probably answers out there.
There's T-shirts. You can customize your own T-shirt. What the heck? Why would you ever do that? Why would you
work faster? Awesome. So I guess I'm starting. So John. You need to get. All he cares about is just customizing his guy. If there was a game that could allow you just to customize guys, he'd be all about it. Which that game probably exists. It's probably called what? The Sims.
Sims?
Yeah.
What is Sims?
It's that one game that you play. Build your city and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Sims.
Sims.
But you have to.
Right.
Like you have to tell you. Like I already got Home Depot.
Yeah, you got a Home Depot. Do you make people wear face masks when they go into your Home Depot?
Nope. Yes.
Governor's gonna get you.
I'm the mayor.
Yeah. Alright. So yeah, this is one of the things that we've been gaming on a little bit.
No, I have not.
You have not.
I have not. Why would you ever do that?
I got some sound effects here in the background.
This looks cool.
I should probably turn that off while I'm broadcasting.
Cool.
It does. You look like the Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Carol Baskins.
That's what Uncle Kenny named his at the trivia. You guys.
We didn't let him watch Tiger King because there's some bad words in it.
Why? You showed me the gargoyles.
Yeah, but gargoyles. That wasn't like bad. It was a great cartoon, and it was a cartoon. Tiger King's not a cartoon.
They threw people off buildings.
But they were cartoons.
Still matters.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you're not gonna watch Tiger King. Trust me.
No.
All you can do is go walk around shouting Carol Baskins.
Carol Baskins.
Carol Baskins.
Carol Baskins. Carol Baskins.
All right.
Or maybe I should just be a sign.
The judgment that's going to get handed down from this stream, they're going to think that we're the worst parents in the world. Mm. What do you mean? What do you mean? Shrug your shoulder.
You guys are the best parents ever.
Yeah, but we don't let them watch Tiger King.
Of course not. I don't even know what that is.
Oh man, we've only got a couple minutes left here. So one of the things I wanted to do no, you gotta let me. So one of the things I wanted to do was reach out. I mean, we've got a couple people here in the broadcast. Digital multimedia was originally called graphic communications about 3.5-4 years ago, and the idea was that it was all going to be print based, meaning the class was going to kind of be geared around, the curriculum was geared around printing projects, posters and t-shirts, stickers, all of those things. Fast forward to where we're at right now, and the curriculum has shifted, and the class is not called graphic communications, it's called digital multimedia, and obviously that means there's a little bit of a shift with some of the output that we make. We're focusing both on the printed end of it, but also on the video production and social media end, right?
Yeah.
So I'm looking for those of you guys that are tuning in, and even people that might watch this later on. If there were any recommendations, if any of you guys have thought that the class was going to go in one direction, or maybe things that you would have wished to see a little bit more in the class, because supplies are going to have to be one of the things that we're going to need to do is create a supply list. I'm not 100% sure when that's going to go out and be available to purchase, and I'm not sure what that looks like. But we do have to start kind of planning on what the future of our class looks like in 2020, 2021. So I'm open to suggestions. Do you guys like and enjoy the streaming and the video content and production end of this, or would you guys like to actually have physical things focused on like printed posters and magnets, t-shirts, stickers? I'm open to any suggestions, and since we've got a low audience right now, maybe if you guys leave comments in the chat or on the video. Yeah.
What about the Minecraft thing still?
Well, yeah, we'll play Minecraft still. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm only on this until 11 o'clock, and we're getting close to that, so I want to make sure I throw that out there.
Okay.
Let people know. Are you planting trees?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
I had it in my chest. It was in my chest.
So you took that?
Yeah.
A sapling?
Yeah.
This is interesting. So guys that are out there watching, and you put them in the ground?
Yeah. I put them in dirt.
Do you need seeds or saplings to plant? Help me out.
Well,
help us out.
Remember when we broke that tree and we accidentally got some of that, or maybe it was like the tall grass.
Okay.
Remember that? And
yeah.
Then I think I went over to here and made that.
Oh, you made those?
I don't know.
So you know what you might need to do when they start growing bigger is get rid of that part of your ceiling. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to do it now because they're not really tall.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that stuff's going to grow, right, guys? Does that stuff grow? Can you actually harvest? You have to be able to, because I've made it to some villages where there's there's like vegetables growing and stuff like that, and completely ransacked it. So yeah, I don't know.
Carol Baskins.
Carol Baskins.
Why did Uncle Kenny name him that? That's like a basketball team.
You need so saplings are what you you plant. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, Riley, I'm going back to your first comment, right? Riley, you were in the first year of digital multimedia, and then I believe that was your sophomore. I can't remember years, but I know the third hour digital multimedia class that you were originally in was the first year we ran digital multimedia. And then I think we had a return class after that. I think there was like a year off between that where we continued with the digital multimedia curriculum, and then you returned this year for advanced. And I understand what you're saying. It changed. It did change a lot this year. My feelings were that a lot of people took the advanced section of digital multimedia because they figured it was just going to be shooting videos. This is an experience I had when I was advisor for yearbook. A lot of juniors and seniors take yearbook, not necessarily as a blow-off class. I don't think people will use that term, but I don't think that that's fair. I think people honestly will take the class because they want to make the yearbook or make videos, but I think they think that it's going to be just an easy, laid-back process, and it's an advanced class. There are responsibilities, so the curriculum needed to change, and the hardest thing about our course was it was never intended to be as big as it was. It wasn't intended to be 30, 32, 34 people big. It was actually a class that was supposed to be limited and capped at 8, but 12 max maybe. But I mean, the class was in high demand, and I found out that even if the class was in high demand, it didn't mean that everybody was placing it or playing it the right way.
How do you get the bed to go onto here?
Thank you for that. We love being called noobs. It's awesome.
How do you get the bed to go onto there?
So that bed is in your storage. So what you need to do, go back into your storage and you don't need that right there. You can get...
Or this.
Yeah, you can put that back there. Now you've got 2 open spaces here. Like, this is what I did learn. You can come in here and put that, and now you've got the yellow bed that you can put wherever you want.
What one do you want to go with?
Well, I don't know if you want to put it right there. That's not the greatest idea. Well, guys, we are entering the last couple of minutes here on episode 3 of Mr. Pappas Office Hours. I appreciate all you guys that stayed with us. Appreciate all the feedback. Rob, I appreciate you tuning into from the Facebook feed as well. Even if I thought you were Rob from hockey, you still could be Rob from hockey. I mean, I'll imagine that you play hockey, but it's just great to know that people are tuning in and watching this. I used to get very anxious when doing this stuff because I wasn't really 100% sure if it was really going to be worthwhile. And I hear people say this all the time. Well, even if one person tunes in, it's worthwhile. And I believe that, but boy, is it a lot of work and preparation to put up and get going. So, guys, I really appreciate it. New assignments are available on Google Classroom. They will be due in a week's time, May 8th. I'll be looking for that. And again, if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, whatever it might be, tune in, check us out on Fridays from 10 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock. Look for us on our look for us in general through email and our website, mrpappasteach.com. My website and address is available via the school district. It's out there. If you guys want to reach out, we're here. I miss you guys. We miss you. I know he misses school. And we're just praying that, things kind of can start to get back to normal. It's not going to be easy getting back to the way things were, but at least we won't have to be super anxious and scared. So, guys, I'm going to sign off here. Stay safe, be good, and, take care of each other, take care of yourselves as well, and don't be strangers. We miss you guys, all right? Take care.